moving out west, we have new details in the death investigation of actor Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, in their New Mexico home.
The tragic and complex story surrounding Gene Hackman's family has become a national spectacle, casting a harsh spotlight on the private life of the legendary actor.
There's a trail on Gene Hackman's land.
Come on, let's go.
It winds down a mountain and through time.
Hackman, who is widely celebrated for his iconic performances in The French Connection and Unforgiven, had spent the past few decades living a quiet life away from the Hollywood spotlight with his wife, Betsy Arakawa. Their marriage, spanning over 3 decades, was perceived as a stable and loving partnership. However, the shocking death of Arakawa has now unraveled a far more unsettling narrative, placing their son, Christopher Allen Hackman, at the center of a criminal investigation. The chain of events began in early 2024 when emergency responders were called to the Hackman residence after Betsy Arakawa was found unresponsive. Despite the best efforts of paramedics, she could not be revived. At first, her death was believed to be from natural causes, given her age and medical history. However, as the days passed, investigators grew increasingly suspicious. It is standard protocol for authorities to conduct a thorough examination in such cases, particularly when the deceased has no clear, immediate cause of death. In this instance, the decision to conduct an autopsy exposed troubling findings. The medical examiner's report, led by coroner Dr. Melissa Trent, indicated the presence of an unusual combination of medications in Arakawa's system. The toxicology analysis revealed a mix of substances that, when combined, could have lethal effects. Experts were quick to point out that while some drugs may be safe when taken individually, their interaction with other substances can become dangerous. The source and administration of these medications became a focal point in the investigation. Investigators questioned whether the overdose was accidental, intentional, or even the result of malicious intent. Further complicating the case were growing reports of tension within the Hackman family. Friends, acquaintances, and neighbors painted conflicting pictures of the household. While some described Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa as a peaceful couple, others hinted at underlying stress. Their son, Christopher, had reportedly faced financial struggles for years, including mounting debts and legal troubles. Some sources suggested that these pressures led to strained relationships within the family. Phone records and testimony from family friends hinted at heated arguments in the days before Arakawa's death. Investigators began piecing together a timeline of events, analyzing every interaction to determine if there was any connection to the tragedy. Psychologists and behavioral experts like Dr. Robert Lee commented on the potential psychological factors that could have influenced the situation. Family dynamics are complex, Dr. Lee noted. While most disagreements are harmless, financial strain, unresolved resentment, and emotional turmoil can lead to unpredictable behavior. In rare cases, these tensions escalate beyond words. However, it is important to note that no conclusive evidence had yet been presented to establish Christopher's guilt. His defense team emphasized that while the family had its share of disagreements, Christopher was devastated by his mother's passing and had no motive to harm her. Nevertheless, as evidence mounted, authorities made the decision to arrest Christopher Hackman. Prosecutors argued that the mixture of substances in Arakawa's body could not have been accidental, pointing to possible foul play. During the initial court proceedings, the prosecution aimed to establish a motive, focusing on Christopher's financial difficulties and the strain they placed on the family. On the other hand, the defense maintained that the evidence was circumstantial and insufficient to prove intentional harm. Legal analyst Sarah Reynolds weighed in on the complexities of the case, stating, "In situations like this, both sides will work tirelessly to sway the jury. The prosecution must provide clear, convincing evidence, while the defense will seek to introduce reasonable doubt. Every piece of evidence will be scrutinized." Meanwhile, Gene Hackman has maintained a profound silence throughout the ordeal. Known for his aversion to the public eye, the actor's reluctance to speak has only heightened the media frenzy. Sources close to Hackman suggest that he is overwhelmed with grief, mourning the loss of his wife, while grappling with the unimaginable accusation against his son. Entertainment journalist Kelly Roberts commented, "Hackman has built a career of commanding presence on screen, but off-camera, he has always been intensely private. For him to endure this tragedy under the public eye is undoubtedly devastating. As the legal battle unfolds, the public remains captivated by the case. Speculation runs rampant, with opinions divided on Christopher's innocence or guilt. Some see him as a grieving son, unfairly accused during a time of immense sorrow. Others, however, question the circumstances of Arakawa's death and await further evidence to emerge. Legal experts predict a lengthy and emotionally charged trial, with forensic analysis, witness testimonies, and legal arguments playing a crucial role in determining the truth. Ultimately, the Hackman family's tragedy serves as a sobering reminder of how even the most seemingly serene households can harbor hidden turmoil. For now, Gene Hackman grieves in silence, while the nation watches as the justice system seeks to unravel the truth. The unanswered question lingers. Was Arakawa's death a tragic accident, a consequence of negligence, or something far more sinister? Only time will reveal the final chapter in this deeply unsettling story. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more updates as we continue to follow this case. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for the latest developments.